LEX18 presents a podcast with hot takes, hot topics, with your hosts, Megan Mannering and Evelyn Schultz. This is Hot Mic.
And welcome back to this week's episode of Hot Mic. We are so excited because it's just another week here on Hot Mic, and it's always a good week on Hot Mic. I'm excited to be back with you, Megan.
Always a good week. Evie, I'm so glad to be here, and we have a really special guest. Maybe the best guest. Well, we've had Maggie Davis was on here.
They're all amazing
They're
guests.
all really good guests. But this one, we've gotten so many questions about. I have to say, the people asked.
They requested.
We delivered live from New York. It's Bayne Froney.
Yay!
There she is, our girl.
With the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
the Statue of Liberty.
Bayne, welcome to Hot Mic. We're so excited you're here. It feels like you just left, but it also feels like you've been gone for a long time, and we have so much to catch up on.
You guys, I'm a little nervous because I feel like a fangirl. I'm such a fan of Hot Mic. I've been listening to every episode. But no, it has felt like 1,000 years and also like a blink of an eye since the last time I saw you guys. I miss you guys so much.
We miss you
too.
And we're also your biggest fans.
Yeah.
We're all each other's fangirls.
Kind of watching you from afar, cheering you on. And for those who don't know where you are, what you're doing, give us an update on the job.
So I am currently living in New York City. I am a meteorologist with Fox Weather, and I've been here for about, I think it's almost been 3 months now, and it has been amazing, so fun, but I do miss my Kentucky family so much, especially LEX18.
We miss you too. We talk about you. Your name comes up literally every day at work.
Probably every hour.
Gone but never forgotten.
Absolutely.
Bayne Froney. Yeah.
Bayne, how did this come to fruition that you ended up in New York? I know you have family in New York.
So first, I've always loved New York. I have always wanted to live here. It's been a dream of mine since I was a kid. And when the opportunity came that I would be able to not only live in my dream city, but also be able to do what I love, which is weather and meteorology, and being able to stick with this industry, I couldn't pass it up. On top of that, too, both of my sisters live here, and I actually now am roommates with my little baby sister, and we live in Manhattan together, and we love it.
Your little baby sister.
Wait, I put her in my pocket.
It's so fun. It's almost like a sitcom. Like, I would love to be a fly on the wall with you and your sisters going out on the town in New York City. I bet it's so fun. I'm curious. So when you got this job, you were under the impression that you would have a few weeks to kind of get your bearings and train. But we know we've had some crazy weather events this summer, and you kind of hit the ground running. What has the experience been like so far?
Oh my gosh. So that was the original plan. So when I came in here, they knew that I was fresh off of, local news. I'd been in Kentucky. I'd never done anything national. So they were very ready for that, and they wanted to train me and give me plenty of time to get comfortable. But when the weather turns, you have to be able to go and cover that stuff. So the plan went out the window, sadly, when Kerrville happened, which is where we had that devastating flooding going on that happened in Texas. That was on the 4th of July this year. And that really was the first time I was really on air, and that was my first assignment. And that was a situation that will stick with me forever. But that was only about, I think I was week 3 on the job, and I got sent over to Texas to cover that whole situation, and it was a lot. It was a lot, but yeah, definitely was not the plan. And but you kind of have to learn to roll with the punches. But you guys know that this industry kind of teaches us that no matter where you're at.
You probably feel like you're learning so much going to a network. What has the difference been between forecasting for, a regional area and then forecasting for a country that you do now on Fox Weather?
You know what? It is so crazy because I went to school. I got my master's. I kind of went into this like, yeah, I know the weather everywhere. I thought I did. But there are so many little nuances and little things about each part of the country and each state that at a local level, you learn that very quickly. Like Kentucky, I know that place like the back of my hand. And I kind of thought that would translate into a national stage. No. So I'm learning a ton when it comes to different like microclimates throughout the entire country. And it's also really cool here because every single meteorologist is from somewhere else and or has worked in many different places. So everyone has these experiences and these tidbits and help each other when other people maybe haven't lived in that area. They know a little something that maybe someone else doesn't. So I learned so much just by watching them and, as great mentors too. But it is an adjustment. I kind of had to go back into my weather books and make sure I knew what I was talking about.
Do some studying. And it's different because it's not like LEX 18 where you have just 4 meteorologists. You have a much bigger team now. Tell us about that and who you work with.
It's amazing. So there are a ton of us. It's basically like a newsroom, but everyone's a meteorologist. So everyone has their own way of telling a story. So it's really cool to watch. Each show is like so different because, well, everyone's like a different personality. So you're working with these meteorologists, you're doing forecasts together on air. So you get to get everyone's perspective. And something that we do a lot also on Fox Weather is we tend to kind of like, you get to see, you kind of pull back the curtain behind how you do a forecast. And sometimes we're doing it in real time on the air, which is really cool. So being able to work with an entire team of people who have different experiences from different parts of the country and different or so many years under their belt is also very fun. But I mean, working under Bill and Tom and Emily was also amazing. So I can't forget that. They also have amazing experience. But it's just really cool to learn from people who have been in so many different places and done so many different things throughout their careers.
Bayne, you went to, like you mentioned, you went to Texas after the devastating flooding there. And you've also gotten to travel all over the country to report on various, whatever's going on when it comes to the weather in those locations. So where have you been so far since you've started this job? Give us the rundown.
I've been everywhere. It feels like it. But so my first couple months, I was really traveling a lot. And so one of them was in Kerrville with Texas due to that flooding. I was in North and South Carolina. Where else have I been? Oh, I was in New Orleans, and I was also in Biloxi, Mississippi, which actually, if you have not been to Biloxi, Mississippi, I am the biggest fan. It is so cool. I think it's a hidden gem. It is so
That's your hot take. Biloxi's the place to be.
Hot take. Okay, and what does that look like, Bayne? Are you literally showing up to work one day and your boss is like, okay, we're going to send you to Mississippi, pack a bag? Like, how does that work? Because it seems like you get there so quickly.
Oh my gosh. So it all happens very fast, but I will say, so for 2 trips, the North Carolina, South Carolina, when I was in Mississippi and New Orleans, those trips I had about 2 days. They knew they were going to send me out there just because we're forecasting these events. And they're like, okay, this is going to get pretty serious in 2 days. Let's prep Bayne and let her know that on this day she's going to go. So usually you get about a day or two, and then you just jump on a flight and you go, and you have I have a go bag now. I'm ready to go at all times, which is crazy. But with the Texas situation, that was a little bit different just because it all happened very quickly. And I think too, when I was sent out, I got the call at 1 p.m. that afternoon, and I was on a plane by 6 p.m. So we did it really quickly because of that situation. And with that one too, we didn't have as much of a plan just because we were unaware of how serious the situation was quite yet. We knew it was going to be devastating, just not to what extent we knew yet. And so that one was a little bit different, where we didn't know how long we were going to be out there. So packing for that was a little bit interesting, just kind of having to throw as much as I could fit into a little suitcase and be prepared to be there for a while or for a little.
Yeah. Man, I mean, in Kentucky, we know we go through some serious weather stuff. And one thing I love about watching your forecast, Bayne, is that you bring the same level of compassion and attention, whether it's, a little weather event in Kentucky or on a national scale or in a city you've never been in. And I feel really proud to be watching you and kind of say, I know her, I've worked with her, she's our girl. And I think a lot of viewers feel that way too. And out in the field, I can't tell you how many times a viewer is like, what's Bayne Froney doing? Or how can I watch her now? So keep up the good work. You're really doing an awesome job.
Well, same with you guys. You guys are so incredible. I still watch LEX 18, of course. I have to keep in touch with my girls,
of course,
and see what everyone's doing. But no, thank you so much. It's been such a intense but rewarding experience. But it's definitely very different. I'm loving every second of it, but it can be a lot sometimes, especially when we're covering those really intense stories like in Texas. But to your point too, like you guys, I talk about you guys here all the time. And there are actually some viewers may actually remember Ian Oliver. He worked at LEX 18 a couple years before we all got there. And same with someone else I work with, Michael Estime. He didn't work at LEX 18, but he worked in Lexington for a few years. So everybody here loves Kentucky.
It's the Lexington to New York City pipeline, I guess.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's it. I know my parents are big Bayne fans, and so they now have Bayne turned on.
Yeah, definitely. We were watching from Walton, Indiana this weekend. I have a question that I think maybe some viewers will want to know too. So your hair is iconic, right? I mean, when people think Bayne Froney, they think she's got the curly hair that's bouncing around, but there was talk for a quick second that maybe your hair would change when you got this big job. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was, we're going at a different stage, and I wasn't sure how the curls would go, but they love them here, and they were so they wanted me to feel comfortable, and they love my hair. It's been so fun. We work with, it's so cool too, because every day, there's someone that does my makeup and does my hair, which is so different. Because you guys know, we used to get ready together in the green room at LEX 18. The three of us
do each other's hair and makeup.
Yeah, kind of like a sorority house a little bit. Yeah.
And so, but here they do it for you, and the makeup artists, the hairstylists, they are so amazing. And so they have different techniques on how to do my hair now, and I'm learning from them. They're like, you should do this. I'm like, what product was that? So I get to learn so much from them too. But yeah, so I got to keep my curls. I did cut it a little bit. It's a little bit shorter, a little bit more manageable, but no, I thank you for saying that my curls are my thing, because I'm so glad I got to keep them, and they love them here. So
I know you're very protective over the curls and the length of the hair.
I would be too. Someone did write on the post we made earlier about questions for Bayne. Do you have any tips you can share about curls? Because people were wanting to know what's her curly hair secret. So is there a tip you've picked up from your hairstylist at Fox Weather that you can pass along to people with curly hair?
You know what? They have used so many cool products on me, but I will say this. I used to hate my curly hair so much when I was a kid. I wanted it gone. I wanted to cut it off. I wanted straight hair. Both of my sisters at the time had straight hair. And I was over it. And then it wasn't until I got into college that I really started to accept who it was, because I at that point I just couldn't use a straightener anymore. My hair was frying off. It was over. So I had to get used to it. And I ended up loving it and just embracing it. And I learned so much from hairstylists in the past. I've even been using Diva Curl. That's a good line.
Okay.
For my curly queens, and Pattern, which is also really good. But if we're a little bit more affordable, the ones that are on a budget like myself, what's it called? Oh, Not Your Mother's Curls is also really good.
Okay.
So those are some of the products I've been using. And I have them over here. These are the ones that they gave me here.
Do you have your own office?
What was that?
Do you have your own office?
Oh, you guys want to see it?
Yeah, give us a little tour.
So cool.
We might have frozen.
Wait, am I back?
Oh, okay, she's back. She's back. There we go.
You like teleported to a different. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
This is all of my clothes.
With your like wardrobe. That is big time.
I know. And then take a look outside. Here's my view.
Yeah, give us a
Yeah,
little
let's see. You
forecast.
guys
What's
can
going
see
on
it.
in New York City today?
Oh my gosh, I recognize that view from TV.
Yeah.
From seeing
Right,
them
New
outside.
City's
Yeah.
right over there.
Wow. That's
It's
really
so cool.
cool.
It's so fun. But so it's a little bit gloomy out today. So I forgot my umbrella, which is come on.
Even the
clearly my job,
meteorologists
no.
forget
Even
their
they do.
umbrellas. They do. Bayne, you
In
know,
my defense, it's my Monday, so I wasn't looking.
sure, you're coming off the weekend. I saw your Instagram story, having fun with your sister. Bayne, what I love about your story, and maybe you can offer some advice to people. I think you're a good example of being yourself and good things will happen, right? And staying true to who you are. I'm going to throw that out there. That's
Totally.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think everyone was waiting, like, what, Bayne has this like huge, like big shot job. And what's she going to be like? It's going to be like a completely different playing field. And from your first time on air, you were like, same old Bayne. And everyone has said that, you're lively and energetic
Yeah.
and fun. And that's really cool to see. Maybe you have some advice that you would offer young people getting into the industry. What would you say on that front in terms of being yourself and staying true to who you are?
You guys, first of all, so nice. You guys also inspire me every single day, being you and just watching you guys on TV. You guys are exactly how you are in real life too. Just amazing and kind and beautiful and so fun. So I learned a lot from you guys too. And but I think in the beginning when I first started, I had a hard time. I wanted to be myself, but I was also afraid that it was a little bit too much my first couple of jobs. But at some point, I just said, you know what? If I'm not having fun, if I'm not being me, then what's the point? You want to be able to feel good in your skin, and there are so many. Everyone is their own person, so don't try and be somebody else. Like we already have that person. Be you. So I learned that from a young age from my family, and then it took a while to kind of put that into my own, I guess, career and in my work. And honestly, it was Bill Mack who
Shout out.
said something to me. He said, no matter where you go, be you. That was what he said to me on my first day at LEX 18. He looked at me and he said, I'm only going to give you one piece of advice. He said, be you. And I've been me, and I haven't tried to be anything else, and love it or hate it, this is who I am. And I think they also here at Fox Weather are very supportive of people being who they are. It's what we do is really fun. We get to be, we get to talk about weather. We get to talk about it on a national scale, and it's just really cool to see everyone's personalities and how they tell a story, and you can feel it. There's so much fun had. On air and off air here. And that was the same at LEX 18. And I think that's something that I learned a lot in Lexington is just, it's better to be you than trying to be anybody else.
Yeah.
So that's my advice. Just be yourself. There already are, whoever you're trying to be, they already exist. We need a you. So
that is good advice. Well, and you're always going to be either too much or too little for someone else. So
you can't please them all.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. Your job sounds amazing, and people can watch you. The Fox Weather app is one way. That's how my parents watch.
Yeah.
Where else can they find you? I mean, and I'm jumping all around here because I have many more questions. But
obviously,
while it's
social
coming
media,
to mind,
she's all over
social media. Yeah. Is there any other way that people can stay up to date on what you're doing?
So for me personally, I'm always on the weekends, so 6 to noon. It's a 6-hour show. It's a marathon, but it is a fun show to watch. So when LEX 18 turns off or there's a commercial, you can turn on Fox Weather. But you can get them. We have the app. We are on every single streaming platform too. So whatever you have, you can get us, which is really cool. And it's really easy to find. And there's an app too that you can download. You can watch on your phone on the go, but We're also on those smart TVs. We're on YouTube. If you just look up anywhere, we're there.
You're there. You're there.
We're
Making it
always
easy to find her.
I love it. So we kind of pulled back the curtain here on Bayne's job at Fox Weather. I want to know, though, you're living with your younger sister. Your older sister is nearby, and you are in New York City. What is that like? That has to be so fun.
Oh my gosh, you guys. It is a blast, but it's a big change. And so I was not expecting, I knew it was going to be a big change. I'm coming from, Lexington, Kentucky, moving into New York City. There's going to be some differences, but I think the biggest thing for me is laundry. I have to lug my laundry 3 blocks to go get it.
To the laundromat?
No.
I have to take it to the laundromat, which has been tough for me, but I'm getting used to it. But I've learned to do smaller loads because I cannot carry 30 pounds down the street for very
Looking
long.
like Santa walking up and down the streets of New York City.
But it's been so great. And living with my little sister again is the best. We live in a tiny little apartment, a shoebox. When I walked in, you guys, my first impression, my first day here, I walked in, I go, I can't do this. I can't do it.
Well, you also, Bayne, you have the tinier bedroom too, don't you?
Oh, don't even get me started on this, Abby. Guys, so basically, me and my sister were sharing this apartment, and it's beautiful. It's great, and it's actually gotten bigger. And it's what they say is true. Is like once you're in New York for a little while, you don't realize how small things are. Like when I walk in now, I'm like, oh my god, mansion. But I'm sure when you guys come and visit, you're gonna be like, where do I sit? But getting this apartment, it was beautiful. It was perfect. Great spot, location, everything. The one problem was there was one tiny bedroom and one big bedroom. And us being sisters, we were fighting over it, who was going to get which one. And finally, my dad just flipped a coin, and I lost the coin toss. And I have the tiny bedroom, but that's okay. I have a lofted bed. I got a cool bunk bed. My upper arm strength is awesome right now. So there's some positives to
the
it.
college
But
dorm days.
Yeah.
It totally is like dorms back in the day. So I'm loving it. My sister really loves it.
Of course.
But it's been great. I will say though, it's the adjustment was a little bit harder than I thought. So but I'm getting there now. The first 2 months I was having a hard time, but now I got the subways down, and I know my neighborhood pretty well, and getting to work is easy, and it's been really good. But it did take a couple of weeks.
I bet just, the logistics of living in a major city would be so different than what you're used to.
It's crazy. I mean, I walk everywhere. I get 20,000 steps by accident. I just keep going and walking
That's
everywhere.
what I need to do. I love getting my steps in, but it's hard if you're not in a big city like that where you're walking every day. Bayne, what do you miss about Kentucky? I'm sure there's plenty of things.
Oh my, I miss everything about Kentucky. I love that place. I love it, love it, love it. I think the number one thing I miss is LEX 18, of course. Because you guys are my family. It was the best time. Everyone there was incredible, from the managers to just everybody. So I miss you guys the most. But I think the one thing that I really miss is Carson's. I miss Carson's so bad. It's so good, you guys.
What a plug for Carson's.
Well, that
I
says
hope
a
they're
lot about
listening.
Carson's, because New York City, you have every restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the foodie's dream, right? But you're craving Carson's.
It is the foodie's dream, but something about Carson's, it's so good.
We'll
it's
have
so
to
good.
ship you some. Yeah. We'll get, what is it that we would get for an appetizer? Was it like the brie platter?
The brie with the bread and the,
Yeah. We'll
That
send
sounds
you,
really
we'll send you
good.
some of that.
Guys. Well, send me some, please.
We will. Okay, what are some of the coolest and most iconic New York things you've done since you've been there?
Ooh, okay. So I did a stroll through Central Park, which I feel like everyone has to do.
Lovely.
I actually went to the New York Public Library, and I walked around a little bit.
Did you get a library card?
I haven't got my library card yet, but it's on the list. I've been busy. But I went in there and I did a little reading in the New York Public Library. I felt so New York. I felt like Serena Vanderwoodson
I was
from
saying it's
Gossip
giving
Girl.
Gossip Girl.
It is giving.
Yep. I went to the Met, That was so cool. I have been doing a lot of museums, so that's been really, really fun. What else have I done that's so New York? I actually have not gone to see the Statue of Liberty yet. This
love
is as
this
close as
prop.
I've gotten.
But you have
with
it
my
nearby,
statue.
so you kind of
Yeah,
do
she's
get to
always
see
with
it
me.
whenever you want.
Bane, have you gone
Yeah,
to any
so
Broadway
true.
shows?
I haven't yet, but that's on my list. That's on my list. So I need to go and do that too. But what else have I done? I'm trying to think. Put me on the spot.
Well, I'm sure it's been a whirlwind too, because you are new city, new job, new roommate. It's a lot.
Oh yeah, new roommate has been crazy. Because I used to, you guys know, I lived alone for 3 years.
Yeah.
In Kentucky, just me and my dog Phoebe. And so living with a roommate has been an adjustment, but. Thank goodness it's my little sister. We have so much fun.
Your wardrobe also doubled in size.
Yeah.
And
How
the
nice
thing
is
is,
that?
my little sister is such a fashionista. And
I've seen the
I
fits.
just steal her clothes. I ask first, but I do take everything.
I
I'm
feel
like, can you
like-
dress me today?
She kind of had a little bit of influence on your derby looks, or at least there was a touch of New York in there. Tell us about that.
Yes, it was so her friend actually designed my derby look this past year and the year before too. And oh my gosh, love her. She made those dresses like they were, oh my God, like custom made, amazing. Oh, I'm trying to, hang on, let me remember the name real quick.
They were really neat though. They had the first one that the first year had those puffy.
It was
The puffy
purple.
flowers,
It had
yes.
the flowers,
Yeah. Yes.
super
It was
unique.
really
and
cool.
then the pink one
purple
this past year.
Had different colored
Yeah.
flowers, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And you know what? This past year's derby was so fun because me and Evie actually stayed in a room together, but we both had our own rooms, but we
decided to stay together.
Oaks and
We
Derby.
did our face masks. We got Chinese food.
We got Chinese food, we got cookies.
What a dream.
Yeah, and Bane stressed out about her outfit all night long. We were just
I
worried.
was so stressed out because it wasn't here. It didn't get there until so late, so I hadn't even tried it on. It all worked out in the end, but it's Harper Collective. That's who made
Okay.
my dresses.
Harper
So,
Collective.
That's just
Plug
the
for
life
her.
of a fashionista.
It is. Derby. There's a lot of pressure on Derby too, to look your best, have all the glitz and glam and the accessories.
Yes.
So you did freak
That's-
out for a while, but you looked fantastic and it showed up in
Oh.
time. Yeah.
And you guys looked fantastic in your reds. Oh, that was such a fun derby. It was so fun. And I think that's also going back. That's one of the things I'm going to miss so much when you guys are at Derby with LEX 18. We have so much fun. That's like the best event. The best day of the year is Derby Day. And I'm going to be so jealous. You guys have to send me so many pictures.
Maybe Fox Weather can send you on assignment sometime.
There you go.
I'll let my bosses know.
Come join us.
Make sure they're watching and listening to
To the-
Hot
to the
Mic so they
podcast.
know. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Bayne, we miss you so much. Is there anything else about Kentucky? I mean, the Derby was so fun. Anything else that you're missing about the bluegrass?
People.
Yeah.
I miss the people of Kentucky. Everyone is so welcoming. And I remember, because I had never been to Kentucky when I accepted the job 3 years ago. I had never been there before, and I just jumped and hoped for the best. I didn't know what to expect. And that is why, by far, my favorite place ever. And this is going to sound so cheesy, you guys, but I don't care. It's like one of those things where when I was starting to get ready to leave and was packing up and getting ready to move to New York, I remember thinking to myself, this is going to be when I'm 80, I'm going to look back at my years in Kentucky and be like, those were some of my favorite ever. And I had that moment. I know it sounds lame, but it's true. And I love that. I love that place so much. And the people are so kind. And you know what was so crazy? I was doing a live shot with Fox Weather in Times Square one day, talking about how hot it was, and it was a long day, and I'm like in the middle of the city, the heart of it, and there's people from all over the world that are coming through and walking by. I'm on this one intersection, and I'm just sitting there, and somebody walks by, and all I hear is, we miss you in Kentucky.
Oh,
And I looked at her and I just almost started crying. I was like, oh, what are the odds that
How
somebody
cool
at that
is
exact time
that?
I was going to be there and they were walking by?
Wow.
And yeah, it made me, I will always, always love the bluegrass.
That's
BBN,
really sweet.
like,
Yeah.
I miss you guys so much.
Are the people a lot different in New York City than in Kentucky?
Yes. They definitely are. Totally. The city in general is so much, hustle bustle. It's totally like what they say. And when people were always like, oh, New York is so busy. It's so fast paced. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. It is. And everyone's always on the move. But people are still kind, but it's a different kind of, lifestyle here for sure.
Less a slow pace, slower
Sure.
living here in Kentucky for sure.
Okay.
It's fun. It's definitely different, but it's so crazy because even in my current newsroom at Fox Weather, it feels like I'm in Kentucky sometimes, just because no one's from, or there's a lot of people that are from the East Coast, but when you're in a newsroom like that and you're so tight knit and you work together so closely in this industry, it doesn't matter where you are. A newsroom is going to be so tight knit just because of how many hours you put in, and so I was surprised about that it reminded me so much of LAX 18. I was like, oh, it feels like I'm home.
Bayne, we want to give you a few hot takes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. First hot take. Kentucky Fried, do you agree or disagree? I got to preface it with that. Do you agree or disagree? Kentucky Fried Chicken is better than New York pizza.
Yes.
I knew that would be the answer.
Kentucky Fried Chicken pizza here is so good. It is great. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Maybe you can't compare. It's like apples to oranges.
Chicken to pizza. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there a KFC near you in Times Square maybe? Is there a K? I'm sure
There's
there's
one in Times Square.
Okay.
I've walked by it, but I haven't gotten it since I've been here. I
Okay.
feel like I'd be cheating on my KFC in Kentucky.
Yeah, it might not hit the same.
It might
Yeah.
not.
I
Speaking
might have
of
to just come visit and get my
yeah,
KFC.
we got to get you
in
back here.
Lexington.
We got to get you back here. Speaking of Times Square, okay, our next hot take, and you agree or you disagree, Derby Day is a bigger deal than New Year's Eve in Times Square.
Oh, that's a really hard one.
She's really stressed.
Oh my God.
I
To
knew
me
this
or to the world?
either.
To me, Derby Day. But I think to the world, probably New Year's in Times Square.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
can
think
I
that's
say
fair.
something though?
Yeah.
The good thing about Derby Day is you don't have to wear a diaper to go do the ball drop. Because
No,
for
but at the
yourself,
same
Abby.
time, it can be a pain when you're in like a derby jumper and the porta johns, and
that's true. So maybe, I mean, you could
Maybe
wear
we should be
theoretically-
wearing diapers,
Theoretically,
is
you
what
could
I'm
be wearing a
saying.
diaper, but that's what's always deterred me from the Times Square ball drop
Yeah.
is that I've heard that that's like a hack,
yeah.
and I don't want to do that.
We're going to have to wear adult diapers one day. It feels like too soon right now.
Might as well start training now.
Well, when we visit Bayne
We'll bring
in New
our
York
adult
City,
diapers.
we want the full Bayne New York City treatment of everything fun to do in New York City, and she can really
Yeah.
show us a good time.
I know. I want to go see the Rockettes. We talked about that, but we should
Yeah.
we should make that happen.
I want to go see the Rockettes so bad. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to make a whole itinerary when you guys come here. We'll
Yes.
do a podcast episode on the road.
Okay,
Ooh.
take Hot Mike on the
Hot
road.
Mike on the road.
Bayne
Okay.
and Company in the Big Apple.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Bayne, this was so awesome. Any final message to the folks in Kentucky who are going to watch and listen to this?
You guys, and I miss you so much. Lexington was my favorite, is my favorite, one of my favorite places on earth. And I can't wait to come back and visit. And I just love you guys. And I love that station. And I miss you all. And go Cats.
Aw.
And go Cats. All right. Well, thank
Good
you so
thing to
much.
end on.
I know you're running around. You have a lot of stuff going on in the big city. So thanks for taking the time for us. We miss you so much. And we are rooting for you
Yes.
from the Bluegrass. Okay. You have been listening to Evelyn Schultz, Megan Mannering, our very special guest, Bayne Froney, on this episode of Hot Mike. We'll see you next time.
Bye, Bayne.